Good morning. Okay, you guys, we have chapters 4 and 5 coming at you this morning for our chapter reviews for Mel Robbins' book, The 5-Second Rule. Today we're going to learn and review why the rule works and the importance and power of everyday courage. I really enjoyed these two chapters, and I enjoyed rereading them to bring this to you guys today. So in chapter 4, we learn where it came from. This rule she developed really based on instinct, but then she backed it up with all kinds of research and used this fancy term called metacognition, which I just wanted to say that word. And basically, she's going to teach us all throughout this book all of the reasons why this tool works, but it's based on instinct, you guys. We rely on our instinct, and when we do that is when we can harness our inner power and our inner courage. When we rely on instinct and act, we focus on a goal and we get distracted from our worry. That's where the power comes from. As you count down, it moves you to action. Counting and then moving, those are actions that distract you from your worry, and that's where the power comes from. And she talked about just do it, the tagline, the Nike tagline. It's the just part of that, which is the action part of it. That is how we trick our brain. Like that's what this is all about. It's about our brain and the thinking being the problem with us, and it's that worry. The more we think about it, the less likely we are to move. I know that is true for myself, and I know that is true for the ladies that are in this group. We can use the 5-second rule to change our behavior, our courage, and control our mind. And that is where the power of this lies. It's really tricking the brain and working on you and me. And that's where the power of this. She shares the visual example with the numbers over the door. That was awesome because I know, like Karen already said, she did that at her work. So if you're struggling in an area of, in the kitchen maybe, or in somewhere in your life where you have to remind yourself what your goals are, put those numbers up and look at them every day. And I know I have been practicing using this. I'm actually using it with my children, in my patience with my children. You could use it if you don't want to work out, if you're going to head to the kitchen and you're not going to make a good choice. You can use this to modify your behavior. She talks about the reason why this works is the golden rule of habit change, is that you have to replace whatever your action is or your habit. You have to replace it with something else. And that's why this is so powerful, because habit change is hard because so much of it is unconscious, subconscious level. So it's bringing this to the forefront of your brain frequently enough, giving you a new habit, a new action, and that is where the power lies of the habit change. It gives you, if you have the courage to start, you have the courage to succeed. That was the quote at the end of chapter 4. If you have the courage to start, you have the courage to succeed. I like that a lot. Everyday Courage is chapter 5, and this was kind of cool because it kind of goes along with the Slight Edge, for those of you that have read that, or the Compound Effect, how it isn't the small things in life that affect us or can even change our life. It is the small decisions each and every day. You guys know that for sure. It is the smallest moves that change our life. She shared the stories about Rosa Parks and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and how both of them, at critical moments in their life and in our history, didn't plan anything out. In fact, they relied on instinct and had the power of a push. And that is what this 5-second rule is. She shares that courage is inside all of us. It is a birthright. So it's not just for the strong and the mighty. It is present with us each and every day. When we think about what's possible, it activates a different center in our brain that kind of pushes us towards solutions and removes you from the worry and the doubt and the fears and everything else that's holding us back, you guys. And to end chapter 5, she says, there's only one you. There will never be another, and that is your power. Keep it up, you guys. This is a great and powerful book and a great and powerful tool for habit change. I look forward to continuing to read this with you and to hear how this particular tool is giving you the solutions you need to have the everyday courage to reach those goals. Till next time, ladies, keep up the great work.